They said the ship vanished into thin air. In 1943, at the height of World War II, an alleged U.S. Navy experiment at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard aimed to render the USS Eldridge invisible, not just to radar, but to the eye. What followed, if even partly true, may have marked one of the most bizarre chapters in hidden technological history. This wasn't just about cloaking a battleship. Witnesses claim the Eldridge didn't simply disappear, it teleported. According to reports, the ship reappeared hundreds of miles away in Norfolk, Virginia, before instantly returning to Philadelphia. Some accounts even describe crew members embedded in the hull, disoriented or driven insane. While the Navy has denied the story for decades, the tale has never truly gone away. Why? Because some of the minds rumored to be tied to the underlying science were the same names etched into our history books. Nikola Tesla, long after his mainstream reputation had faded, was said to have been approached by the U.S. government to assist with war-related research. Tesla had been experimenting with electromagnetic fields and high-voltage coils for years. His understanding of vibration, frequency, and resonance, though largely dismissed in academic circles, tapped into concepts far beyond conventional engineering. According to conspiracy lore, Tesla believed that space and time could be altered through carefully tuned electromagnetic frequencies. Albert Einstein's unified field theory also plays a central role. Though incomplete and unpublished in full, this theory sought to connect the forces of gravity and electromagnetism, exactly the two elements allegedly manipulated in the Philadelphia experiment. Could the strange disappearance of the USS Eldridge be an unspoken attempt at applying this unfinished theory? The idea wasn't new. Time manipulation had already fascinated scientists, mystics, and military minds for decades. What made the Philadelphia story different was its claim of real-world application. Not theory, not thought experiment. Execution, and then there's the fallout. Reports from supposed witnesses mention sailors phasing in and out of visibility. Others described time disorientation, crew members who thought mere minutes had passed only to discover hours had vanished. Some were rumored to suffer radiation burns, severe psychological breaks, or worse, trapped partially fused to the ship itself. Of course, there's no public documentation to prove any of it happened. Official Navy reports call it a hoax, but then again, so did they say about other classified projects, until years later, when the paper trails were finally uncovered. What if the Philadelphia experiment was never about invisibility, but about time itself? Modern theories of quantum entanglement, wormholes, and multidimensional space suggest time may be more flexible than once thought. The U.S. government has openly acknowledged interest in exotic propulsion systems and temporal physics, especially through declassified programs like ATIP. Could these modern efforts be an echo of what began in 1943? The connection between Tesla's coils, Einstein's equations, and the disappearing warship may never be verified. But it leaves behind a trail, a puzzle of electromagnetic manipulation, suppressed science, and whispered truths buried beneath the surface of mainstream history. Time travel isn't just a fantasy, it's a question, one that may already have been answered in a forgotten naval yard under government secrecy nearly a century ago.